Hi students, welcome to the wind-up. So our class on internal communication is getting very close to the final exam. So just a few pointers as you begin to get ready to study for the final. Go through the syllabus and make sure you have completed all of the readings that are listed on that syllabus. Put a check mark by each one as you review it to make sure you remember what it's about, you remember some of the main points, and that you have thoroughly read it as well as reviewed it before the final. I also recommend active reading. Active reading is the process of going through your reading and individually thinking about notes and terms as you read. So you can see I have a lot of active reading notes in my book here. That's what I use these little notes for. You can also make notes in a notebook, on a computer, however you find most comfortable, but it allows you to reflect on the material and engage with it. I also recommend that you pay a lot of attention to the terminology in this course. Any new terminology, just like learning a foreign language, is going to help you succeed in internal communication, or any course for that matter. So I think it's also a great way to review by going to the PowerPoints for each of the assigned readings, making sure that you look through the PowerPoints and any terms that are on the PowerPoints, you know something about them. If you run across a term as you're reviewing the PowerPoints that you don't know, a good way to resolve that is to look at the chapter the PowerPoint is for. Think about what was discussed in that chapter and the context. Maybe that'll jog your memory. If not, go to the index of your textbook, assuming it is a textbook reading. Go to the index of the book and look up the term. See if you can review it, remember anything about it, and definitely do some more reading around it to find out what you may have missed. For example, if systems theory is on the PowerPoint and you can't remember anything about systems theory, maybe you weren't there that day, maybe you spaced out during the reading, whatever it is, go to the index. You'll find that systems theory is listed on pages 9 and 96. Page 9 is a brief introduction to the systems theory perspective of management and an organization as a system. Page 96 and 97 go into much more detail, talking about organizations that exist within an environment and environmental scanning for issues and trends, being a boundary spanner within that organization, which of course involves management by walking around, and the role of communication as input into the organization, information by research and informal means, throughput used for strategy, and output put back into the environment or communicated to publics, and feedback that forms that two-way communication loop. So that would be systems theory in a nutshell. The index is a very helpful tool for your textbook. And then finally, make sure that you have reviewed the videos for this course. Make sure that you remember what each film is about. Maybe watch each film's debrief again, just to make sure you know how it relates to the course. And of course, think about the big picture question. How does internal communication advance organizational effectiveness? It does that by keeping two-way communication, a dialogue loop going within the organization so that employees feel heard, perhaps even more importantly by instilling mission, vision, and values throughout the organization so that everyone knows what's expected and what's going to be rewarded. Knowing expectations and rewards is a huge part of helping employees perform at their best. And finally, it also helps the organization in keeping everyone informed on the same page so that you can be resilient in times of change and flexible in times of crisis. These things help an organization become more effective, and internal communication, when used in this way, becomes a competitive advantage, allowing your employees to be your best ambassadors. So good luck on the final exam. It's going to be multiple choice, it is cumulative, and it is based on a lot of terminology. Review your discussion posts to make sure that you remember what we talked about, and I think you're going to be just fine. I would wish you luck, but you're not going to need it. Take care, and I'll speak with you soon. Bye.